赛，参赛选手总共12位。欢迎1号参赛者刘志伟 Vanessa 为我们带来的故事是 I Have to Go， 请2号曾子云 Kitty 小朋友请准备。
Hello everyone, my name is Manos. Today I'm going to tell one of my favorite stories. I have to go. One day, Andrew's mother and father were taking him to see his grandmother and grandfather before leaving him. His mother said, Andrew, do you have to go pee? Andrew said, no. The father said, very slowly and clearly, Andrew, do you have to go pee? No, said Andrew. I have to send you to go pee again. So they helped him into a car, fastened his seatbelt, and gave him lots of books, and lots of toys, and lots of crayons, and drove down the road. Their driving had been just 1 minute before Andrew yelled, I have to go pee! No, said the father. Oh no, said the mother. The father said, now, Andrew, wait just 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, we'll come to a gas station where you can go pee. Andrew said, I have to go pee right now. So the mother stopped in the car. Pee! Andrew jumping out of the car and peed behind a bush. When they get to Andrew's grandmother and grandfather's house, Andrew wanted to go out to play. It was snowing and he needed a snowsuit. Before Andrew took on a snowsuit, the mother, the father, the grandma, and the grandpa all said, Andrew, do you have to go pee? Andrew said, no. So they helped him to put on a snowsuit. It was had 5 zippers, 10 buckles, and 7 snaps. They usually have an hour for gas into snowsuits. Andrew walked out into a car. Threw just one snowball and yelled, I have to go pee! They all ran outside, got Andrew's snowsuits and carried him to the bathroom. When Andrew came back down, they had a nice long dinner. It was time for Andrew to go to bed. Before Andrew go to bed, the mother, the father, the grandma, and the grandpa all said, Andrew, do you have to go pee? Andrew said, no. So they all gave him one kiss. Just wait, said mother. He is going to yell and say he has to go pee. Oh, said father. He did that every day. It's driving me crazy. Grandma said, I never have this problem with my children. They were waiting 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 50 minutes, 20 minutes. The father said, I think he's asleep. The mother said, yes, I think he's asleep. The grandmother said, he's definitely never going to yell and say he has to go pee. Thank you for your listening.
Okay, thank you, Vanessa. 接下来欢迎2号参赛者曾子云 Kitty 为我们带来的故事是 Carl and Charlie， 请3号参赛者刘世祥 Daniel 请准备。
Good afternoon, I'm Kitty. My story is about 2 brothers. There were 2 brothers, Carl and Charlie. They were twins. They looked the same, but they were not interested in the athletes. Carl loves art. Tie his mom took him to the art museum. He didn't want to leave. Charlie loved food. Every time he saw food, he would touch it, smell it, and taste it. They grew up. Carl liked to paint. He dreamed of becoming a great painter. One day, he would travel to other countries and let people around the world see his work. Charlie liked to bake. He used a big oven in the kitchen to bake bread. He had a lot of recipes. There were eggs, butter, and milk in the refrigerator. Flour and sugar were in the containers. They grew up more. Carl became a painter. He still took painting lessons with many famous painters. He was never the best in class, but he still saw himself as an excellent painter. Charlie became a baker and worked Charlie? Carl said. 3 months later, they opened a bakery named Carl and Charlie. The bakery opened every day. There were beautiful paintings on the walls in the bakery. Carl painted them. Charlie followed Carl's painting and designed his cakes. There were always a lot of customers in the bakery. Carl and Charlie were busy but happy. With each other's help, the bakery quickly became world famous. Thank you.
很客气。接下来我们欢迎3号参赛者刘世祥 Daniel 为我们带来的故事是 Robin Hood， 请4号参赛者张志军 Andy 请准备。
Hello everyone, my name is Daniel. Today I'm going to tell you a story. Robin Hood, Robin Hood. Hey, listen, we are going to hold a competition. Best shooter. Come and join us. Do you hear news? Do you join? The one who had it in her sheets. Ha! No one can be better than me. The Jackman will be mine. The Robin Hood. Do you know him? The famous Robin? For some people, he is help from God. But for some rich people, he's just like the devil from hell. Long time ago, Robin Hood came from a place called Nottingham. Robin Hood was a bandit criminal, and along with his friends, married. He would steal from the rich people in town and give the money to the poor people. The poor people thought Robin Hood was a hero. One day, the competition began. It was time for the last hour. The winner of his round would be the best shooter. Well, the rich man's servant took and forced and shot. It's very close to the center. The man in green let go of the arrow. It went through with the arrow on the bullseye. And the whistling of flash, the man in green let go of the arrow. Both of the arrows were stuck on the side of the rich man's head. The rich man was stunned. Yeah, the man got championship, and then he took off the hat and said, "Hello everyone, I'm Robin Hood. I will show you all up to you." At the same time, a lot of money was straight in the air. Everyone was extremely excited. Where is the money from? Of course, the rich man's treasure box. Thank you for listening. This is my story.
对，我是 Daniel。接下来欢迎4号参赛者张志军 Andy 为我们带来的故事 The Most Beautiful Heart， 请5号参赛者邱俊佑 Michael 请准备。
Hello everyone, my name is Sandy. My story is The Most Beautiful Heart. The Most Beautiful Heart. One day, in a heavily crowded place, a young man began shouting, "People, look at me! I have the most beautiful heart in the world." Many people looked at him and were stunned to see his beautiful heart in a perfect shape. started laughing and said, "My dear old man, are you mad? See my heart. How beautiful and flawless it is. You cannot find even a bit of imperfection in my heart. See yours. It is full of scars, wounds, and blemishes. How can you say your heart is beautiful?" "Dear boy, my heart is just as beautiful as your heart is. Did you see the scars? Each scar represents the love I shared with a person. I share a piece of my heart with others when I share love. And in return, I get a piece of heart, which I fix as a place from where I have torn a piece," said the old man. The young man was shocked. The old man continued, "Since the pieces of heart I shared were neither equal nor in the same shape or size, my heart is full of uneven edges and bits and pieces. My heart is not in shape because sometimes I do not get love in return from those who I gave it. Your heart lets look fresh and full with no scars, indicates that you never shared love with anybody. Isn't that true?" The young man stood still and did not speak a word. Tears rolled down his cheeks. He walked to the old man, tore a piece of heart, and gave a piece to the old man. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Andy。接下来欢迎5号参赛者周俊佑 Michael 为我们带来的故事《Scholar and Boatman》。请6号参赛者黄敏福 Justin， 请准备。
Good afternoon, everyone. The scholar and the boatman. Once there was a scholar who got on a boat to cross the river. On the boat, he began to chat with the boatman. He asked the boatman, "Have you ever studied literature?" The boatman said, "No, never." Then the scholar asked the boatman, "Well, have you ever studied history or biology or botany?" The boatman shook his head and said, "No, none of these." Well, then the scholar began to ridicule the boatman and said, "Hey, you don't know anything. Your head is empty. You are like a rice bucket." Well, just then the weather began to change. The wind began to blow, and the waves got bigger. The boat was in danger of capsizing. The scholar was so scared that his face turned white. The boatman tried to comfort the scholar and said, "Hey, don't worry. You know everything. You certainly know how to swim." "No, I don't. I don't know anything about swimming." Just then the boat capsized. "Help! Save me!" cried the scholar. The boatman grabbed the scholar and swam with him to the shore. And then he laughed and said to the scholar, "Hey, you just said that I didn't know anything, that my head was like a rice bucket. Well, let me tell you, without me, your head would not be full of water." No one is so well educated that he has nothing to learn. Everyone can be our teacher. We must humbly admit that all of our talents and abilities are gifts from heaven. Thank you for your listening.
Thank you, Michael。接下来欢迎6号参赛者黄敏福 Justin 为我们带来的故事《The Brownie, the Tiger and the Jackal》。请7号参赛者吴晨如 Neil， 请准备。
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dustin. Today, I want to tell you a story. The Brahmin, the tiger, and the jackal. The Brahmin, tiger, and the jackal. Wow! A large tiger was in a trap. He tried to get out, but he couldn't. A Brahmin saw the tiger. The tiger said, "Please, help me." Brahmin said, "If I let you out, you will eat me." Tiger said, "I won't eat you, I promise." So Brahmin helped Tiger. Then Tiger turned me. He said, "Now I'm going to eat you." "Please, don't eat me," Brahmin said. The tiger said, "If you can find 3 inches, that maybe I shouldn't eat you." "Huh? Then I will allow you to go free." Tiger and Brahmin found an old tree. Tiger asked, "Tree, should I Brahmin?" Tree answered, "People can be me. They have cut down a lot of trees in the past. You should eat Brahmin." Tiger and Brahmin found a buffalo. Tiger asked, "Buffalo, should I eat Brahmin?" Buffalo answered, "People can be mean. They have hungry buffalo in the past. You should eat Brahmin." Tiger and Brahmin found a jackal. Tiger asked, "Jackal, should I eat Brahmin?" Jackal asked, "Why? What happened?" Tiger told Jackal a story. She said, "I don't understand. I want to see a trap." Tiger, Brahmin, and Jackal went to a trap. She said, "I still don't understand. Tell me what happened." The tiger jumped into the cab and shouted, "Like this!" As soon as the tiger got into the trap, the jackal was shut the door and locked the tiger in the trap. She said, "Now I understand." Jackal and Brahmin walked away. The tiger tried to get out of the trap, but he couldn't. The story told us if you make promises, you need to be sure to keep it. If you break your promise, you will pay a price. Remember to be a man of honor. Thank you for listening. Wish you a nice day.
Thank you, Justin. 接下来我们要欢迎7号参赛者吴晨如 Neil 为我们带来的故事《Monkey and Crocodile》，请8号参赛者王思源 Cindy 请准备。
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today I will tell you a story about monkey and crocodile. Once upon a time, there was a monkey who lived up in a tree. His favorite thing to do was tease the crocodile and swim by the tree. But he didn't know that the crocodile wanted to eat his heart. Because of that, the crocodile swam by the tree every day and stared at the monkey. The monkey would just go apples and the pears. One day, when the crocodile became very sad, his mother said, "What's wrong with you?"
to come to my house for dinner? The monkey said, "Oh, it's very nice of you, of course." And the monkey jumped up on Crocodile's back. The crocodile swam out into the middle of the river, and then he said, "Ha, stupid monkey! I don't want to eat your heart! Ah, ah, ah!" And the monkey said, Oh, I wish you can tell me about it before I lose my heart back in the tree. If you really want it, I can go back to get it to you. Okay, but you should be fast," said the crocodile. And the crocodile swam back to the river bank. The monkey jumped up and never came back. Thank you for listening.
对，Thank you, Neil。接下来欢迎8号参赛者王思源 Cindy 为我们带来的故事《The Gingerbread Man》，请9号参赛者黄宇贤小朋友请准备。
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Cindy. Today I will tell the story of the gingerbread man. Once upon a time, a little boy called Jim went up a hill to visit his grandma on the farm. Jim's grandma made some cookies for him. One of them is a gingerbread man. She gave him curds for ice and cherry soft butters. She put it in the oven to bake. The cookies are ready. Don't forget to wash your hands, my dear. Okay, Grandma. I'm so hungry. I want to eat the cookies. Suddenly, the gingerbread man jumped up and ran away. Dear Jim, eat your cookies. You can eat me. Ha ha! Stop! Stop! Run as fast as you can. But you can catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Down the lane, he came to a sheep. I'm so hungry. I want to eat you. But the gingerbread man was too fast. He kept running. Dear sheep, eat your grass. You can eat me. Ha ha! The sheep ran after the gingerbread man. Stop! Stop! Don't run, little man. Run as fast as you can. But you can catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Both of them were chasing after the gingerbread man, but they couldn't catch him. The gingerbread man left and left until he came to a river. Oh no! There is no bridge! There is no boat! I can't swim! They will catch me! How can I cross the river? Help! Help! A sleigh fast came out from behind a tree. I can help you cross the river. Really? Yes. Jump on my back and I will swim across. You won't eat me, will you? Of course not. I just want to help. The gingerbread man climbed on the fox's back. Soon, the gingerbread man began to get wet. Excuse me, your back is in the water. Oh, that's terrible. How about sitting on my head? Okay. Soon, the water went up to the fox's head. Sorry, I'm going to be soaked by the water. What can I do? Let me think. How about sitting on my nose? That's a good idea. So, the gingerbread man did as he was told. No sooner had they reached the other side, the fox tossed the gingerbread man in the air. He opened his mouth and snapped. That was the end of the gingerbread man. It's yummy! The story tells us that we shouldn't trust the strangers easily, and we should always be careful when dealing with them. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Cindy。接下来欢迎9号参赛者黄宇贤小丽为我们带来《A Curious Boy》，请10号参赛者张芷薇 Rose 请准备。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Shirley. Today my story is A Curious Boy. A Curious Boy. Mr. and Mrs. Brown had been married for many years, but they still didn't have any children. Therefore, we keep praying to God for help.
day, Mrs. Brown to Little Jason Shalapa. They saw some workers tearing down some wood. Workers down wooden benches. Little Jason pointed to those men and asked, "What are they doing?" His mother said, "They are tearing down those benches." "But why?" Little Jason asked again. "Because these benches are old and useless. They have to sort it out." After hearing what his mother said, Little Jason burst out crying. "What's the matter, dear? Are you okay?" asked Mrs. Brown. "I don't want to lose Papa." Little Jason said, "What do you mean, honey?" asked Mrs. Brown. "Last night you told Papa that he was old and useless. We should take care of our elders at home, because elders are treasures. Go home and tell I love you to your precious." Thanks for listening.
Thank you, Charlene. 接下来我们要欢迎10号参赛者张芷薇 Rose 为我们带来的故事《The Honest Woodcutter》，请11号参赛者吴华恩 Angel 请准备。
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, most honorable judges, and my friends and family. Today, I would like to share a story with you. It is The Honest Woodcutter. The Honest Woodcutter. There once was a woodcutter who lived in a forest far from town. Each day, the woodcutter worked until noon and then took a short break. This day, just like every other day, the woodcutter was taking his break. "Oh no!" shouted the woodcutter as he accidentally in the river. The river was deep and the egg was long gone by now. The woodcutter hung his head. "What am I going to do?" Suddenly, the river started to make noise. The woodcutter looked up and saw a fairy. "I'm a fairy of the river. Why are you so sad?" After the woodcutter told her what had happened, the fairy said, "Don't worry, I can help you." In an instant, the fairy was gone. After a few moments, the fairy appeared again. "Is this your axe?" she asked the woodcutter. The woodcutter looked closely at the axe. The axe was so shiny and beautiful. It was made of silver. There was just one problem. The axe did not belong to him. "I cannot take this axe. It is not mine." The fairy was surprised. "Very well, I'll look for your axe again." Once again, the fairy laughed. When the fairy returned, she held an axe that was more amazing than the first one. It was made of gold! Gold! "This must be yours," said the fairy. The woodcutter held an amazing gold axe. "It isn't a fine axe," he explained, "but it is not mine." The fairy smiled and said, "Well, I see that you will take only your own axe. Let me look for it once more." When the fairy returned, she held another axe. The axe wasn't shiny at all. The woodcutter smiled and said, "Oh, yes, this is my axe." The water fairy shook her head. "Are you sure you want this axe? The others were so much finer." "Yes, but they are not mine," said the woodcutter. The fairy smiled and said, "Your axe is not worth much, but
Thank you, Rose. 好，接下来要欢迎11号参赛者吴华恩 Angel 为我们带来 The Most Beautiful Heart， 请12号参赛者陈玉杰 Angel 请准备。
My name is Angel. My story is The Most Beautiful Heart. One day, in a crowded place, a young man began shouting, "Hey, look at me! I have the most beautiful heart in the world!" Many people look at his beautiful heart in the perfect shape, without any flaw. It looked amazing. Most of the people who saw his heart were mesmerized by the beauty of his heart. However, there came an old man who challenged the young man. "No, my son, I have the most beautiful heart in the world." The young man said, "Show me your heart." The old man showed his heart to him. It was very rough, uneven, and had scars all over. In addition, the heart was not in shape. It appeared like beads and pieces joined in various colors. There were some rough edges, some parts were removed, and fitted with other pieces. The young man laughed and said, "Haha, are you mad? See my heart, how beautiful it is. You cannot find a bit of imperfection in my heart. Yours, it is full of scars, wounds, and blemishes. How can you say it's beautiful?" "Dear boy, my heart is just as beautiful as yours. See the scars? Each scar represents the love I share with a person. I share a piece of my heart with others. When I share love, and in return I get a piece of heart, which I fix as a place from where I pour a piece." That's the old man. The young man was shocked. The old man continued, "Since the pieces of heart I shared were neither equal nor in the same share of size, my heart is full of uneven edges and pieces. My heart is not in shape because sometimes I do not get them in return. Your heart is fresh and full with no scars means that you never get love with anybody. Isn't that true?" The young man stood there and did not speak a word. He cried. Then he walked to the old man, tore a piece of his heart, and gave it to the old man. Many give importance and respect to physical, but real beauty is not physical. Real beauty is inside your heart, and it is more important than one's outward appearance. Clear Brown said, "Beauty is not in the face. Beauty is the light in the heart. So, do not judge people by their appearance and be generous. Share your love with others and make the world a better place." Thank you.
对，我们是 Angel。接下来欢迎第12号参赛者陈玉杰 Angel 为我们带来的故事是 Zooming on Syria， 请国中组的参赛者彭泽明请准备。
Hello, I'd like to share my worldview with everyone here. Let me start with singing. To believe in a day when hunger and war will pass away. To have the hope amidst despair, that every sparrow's counted, that you hear the cries and listen to each prayer. As you hear, wars and hunger are cruel. Only love can heal a pain. People should take care of each other, no matter where we are from. Do you agree with me? Now, we are going to extend our care to people who live far from Taiwan. Can you tell where this is? is the Middle East. Let's get to know one particular country called Syria. Can you find it? It's here. There has been an ongoing civil war in this country since 2011. Many countries have tried to help but have failed. Let's look closer and see what's happening. During the past 6 years, the Syrian government has fought against the rebels. Over 500,000 people have died because of the war. Do you know what the people in this picture are doing? They are lining up for food. It's a terrible situation, but they had no choice. Do you know what those kids are doing? Are they sleeping? No, they're all dead because of chemical weapons. Can you imagine if one of them was your loved one? I think no one can. It's heartbreaking to imagine what their families are going through. We all wonder when the war will stop and who can stop it. Life in Syria is unbearable for both adults and children. Thankfully, there is a group of people called the White Helmets. They are only civilians. These heroic people have to save their people's lives on their own since no one can help them. They have a motto. To save one life is to save all humanity. This rescue team is the only thing that the Syrian people can rely on now. Wars are cruel. No matter how sorry we feel for Syria, the war won't stop right away. But we can show our care by donating money or praying for them. And I hope the prayers will be answered soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Angel. 大家的歌声真的非常的感动，我在唱山鸟，应该又落泪。